Hi everybody, we are into week 3 and I'm really proud of you for the work that you've been doing so far and getting your assignments turned in and your discussion posts. This week things are going to start to get a little bit more involved. You'll be asked to come up with an outline for your paper as well as a formal works cited. Now what you did last week was just kind of some research for some sources that you might be able to use, primary and secondary sources. But this week, what you're going to do is take those sources, and you can add or take away whatever if you found some better sources. But you're going to come up with a formal works cited, and it does need to be according to MLA format, as does the outline. So you want to make sure that you follow MLA format. You may have to go back and reread or skim over some chapters. Look over some of the supplements so that you make sure that you do that correctly. And I am going to be grading a little bit tougher on these assignments coming up, because this is really the whole purpose of the class, is that you learn how to correctly format, according to MLA standards, your entire paper. And then also correctly cite your sources to avoid plagiarism. So I'm going to be looking for those specific things. Let's see. Make sure you're reading all of the reading assignments, because that will be reflected in the work that you do. For this particular assignment, I would highly advise that you print out the supplement down in the resources folder at the bottom of week 3 for chapters 5 and 7. It will walk you through the outline and what you need to do. Please follow that correctly, because again, I'll be looking for formatting and to make sure that you're doing that correctly. Also, you may want to go back. I mentioned this last week, but there was a resource, I believe it was in week 2 in the resources folder, that gave some website links for online MLA sourcing. One of them is EasyBib. One is, I think, not on their Citation Machine. But these will allow you to put in information for what your source is. And if you click MLA format, make sure you click MLA, not Turabian or some other ones, because there are a number of different formattings. But click MLA. It'll help you cite that source correctly. And then eventually you'll be able to put that into your formal works cited. So make sure to look at those things. Regarding the discussion board posts, they're getting a little bit better. What I would really like to see is that you are engaging more with your classmates rather than just simply commending them for their post, but to engage them in conversation. If they put something that you're not quite sure why they put that, ask them about it. Question asking is a good way to generate more discussion. And also with your initial posts, we really want to see you thinking critically and examining, whatever the question is that we're asking, to really examine and think about your responses rather than just kind of regurgitating what you've read. And I did see that a little bit more this week, so thank you for that. Continue to do that. Continue to engage your classmates in their discussion. And press on as you begin writing your paper. Also, we haven't talked a lot about thesis statements, but if you've already got one brewing around in your head and you would like me to read it, feel free to email that to me. I'd love to have that happen on this end of the paper before you get started, because the thesis is really what makes the paper. And if you have a good, strong thesis, then your paper will flow from that. If your thesis is weak, then you're going to have a really hard time even coming up with your outlines. So feel free to shoot those to me over email, and I'll get back as quick as I can to you. So again, make sure you read everything, that you don't miss part 2s of things. If there's a little bit added to the discussion question, you want to make sure that you answer it completely. I believe this week there is a little bit of a part 2. You don't want to miss that. And this is getting to the fun part, where we're going to start seeing your papers flow out of your ideas. So I'm looking forward to that. Again, email me with any questions, and I hope you're having a good week, and I am praying for you, and God bless. Bye-bye.